What's going on, guys? It's Mr. DeLORIan here. We're going to a brand new video, and today what I want to do is break down the trailer for episode 7 of season 10 of The Walking Dead. But without further ado or any distractions, let's hop right into breaking down the trailer shot by shot. So the trailer opens with a shot of Siddiq entering the hospital or infirmary and he basically sees all the sick people, because if you guys didn't know, in episode 6 we do get to see that there's a bit of a super virus or super kind of like fever or just sickness going around Alexandria, and it is only Alexandria, and more people are getting sick inside the communities. I'm not sure what the sickness actually is. All we know so far is that it's just a fever, but a lot of people are seen in this room like they're just very sick. But next, as we kind of pan away from the people that are sick or whatever, we basically get to see Alpha in the window of like the infirmary, and obviously this is clearly like not her actually, but it is cool that we do get to kind of see her in her outfit that she wore at the fair in episode I think 15 of season 9. But this is clearly gonna be one of Siddiq's like flashbacks or kind of like hallucinations. But in the next couple of shots, you basically get Siddiq going outside, around Alexandria and everything, and he's kind of like, walking around, probably trying to clear his head, until he stumbles across a corpse or just a body in general covered by a blanket with a cross next to it. Now, this cross does play a bit into, like a shot that is in this trailer a little bit further, but then we get a kind of a bit of an overview shot of him, like leaving, which I do think the shot does look genuinely cool, like him leaving like the body or whatever. But the next like couple of shots in the next sequence is basically Carol and Dale bringing in their like whisperer prisoner that they got in the last episode into like Negan's jail cell, because obviously Negan's not there to fulfill being in that like cell. So they're kind of bringing him in and everything, kind of interrogating him, basically like, oh, tell us everything you know about the whisperer camp and everything, like, oh, you're gonna have to betray Alpha in this. Well, they don't say that and everything, but they're like but they're pretty much like, tell us everything that you know and everything. They're pretty much threatening him by like threatening to slice his fingers off and everything. But then he pretty much does say like, oh, I'm loyal to Alpha and she like treats all of us well and everything, I would never betray her. But then next we get a complete change in setting. We basically go to an overview shot of Lydia and Carol riding like horseback and everything. Now we do see that they are by train tracks, so I think this is by the exact same border that like the satellite crash on the other side. I think this is on the exact same like side, or near the exact same location. But we do get some close-up shots of Carol and Lydia basically like riding some horseback and everything. It does look really cool to see them together, but I'm also scared that they are together, because I do feel like Carol's gonna do something like weird or kind of risky. But yet again, we get a complete change in setting. We basically get Gamma and Aaron meeting at I think the exact same border that they originally met at, but it's at night and they're meeting, and I'm assuming Gamma's giving something to Aaron or whatever, because there's this like white thing in Gamma's hands that she does I think hand off to Aaron, which I'm wondering what this is. Do you think this is like kind of like a map of like all the whisper camps? Because obviously clearly Gamma does not like Alpha and everything. I'm pretty sure she's gonna betray her at some point, and I did actually kind of predict, I think in like one of my videos, or when I was just like talking to myself or whatever, is I do think Gamma is going to team up with Aaron, and like after their first interaction, I think episode 5 or whatever, or 6, yeah, definitely episode 5, that there are going to be more interactions between him and the Whisperers, or just Gamma in general. But next we go back to Siddiq and Alexandria and everything, and he does look like he's coming up the stairs from I think the prison in Alexandria, and he does look kind of like fucked and everything, like he's kind of like, oh my god, like he's kind of having one of his like moments, and he's coming up from the prison. Now I'm not sure, like this could be the prison or anything. I'm pretty sure it is, because it kind of has the same setting, or like spikes and like gates as like the prison does. And if he does go down to the prison or anything and he has one of his flip out moments, it could be because he's seeing a whisper inside Alexandria, and obviously seeing the whisper, like just like him seeing people in general makes him like all fucked up or anything. Imagine him seeing an actual whisper in Alexandria. But the next, like the trailer takes a very weird turn. It basically gets Siddiq inside like water. Now I'm not sure where this water is, but clearly yet again, like in the last couple of shots and in the beginning of the trailer, obviously he's having one of his like PTSD episodes, and he needs to like clear his head and basically like get his head out of everything. So in this water, I'm not sure where this is. I think this might be in the Alexandria waterway, because they have their own like source of water lakes in Alexandria, so this could be inside there, since I think that's where Siddiq's gonna be staying in this like episode. Like the entire episode is like in Alexandria, so I feel like he's having one of those like PTSD moments, and he just is like taking a dive inside the water. But then we get kind of a close-up of Siddiq where he basically like closes his eyes and everything in the water, then he opens them and he's inside the barn from episode 15 of season 9 of The Walking Dead. And I'm pretty sure it's actually pretty much confirmed that we are going to get to see a lot more from what happened in the barn, in season like 9 of episode 15, where Henry, Enid, Tara, and all the people were decapitated. I think we're going to get to see like a full scene of that, or we're at least going to get to see more of what happened. I feel like we're going to get to see like what happened more of so, mainly because the episode title is Open Your Eyes and everything, and obviously a lot of people are like theorizing that means like Alpha's saying to Siddiq, open your eyes and watch your friends like die, or is what some other people think and everything is like, open your eyes and kill your friends or whatever, which I'm pretty sure is a possibility, but I'm not sure if he really did kill them. Then the next shot, we basically get Carol riding horseback and everything. I'm pretty sure in the same location, but I don't see Lydia at least. So I'm pretty sure, she dropped Lydia off at, Alexandria, or Lydia left to go somewhere or whatever, or Alpha, might have come for Lydia, or, Carol might have had a, interaction with the Whispers, maybe. But in the next shot, we basically get, or the next couple of shots, we basically get Daryl talking to Carol and everything. Carol's kind of going, we might have to kill that prisoner, that we have, because obviously we can't release him back to the Whispers, or he'll basically say, they took me, they crossed our borders, which will cause, more conflict, the Whispers to take more land, release the herd or something. So obviously Carol and Daryl contemplating on having to kill the Whisper and the prisoner, because obviously, the Whisper knows a lot now that he's been inside of Alexandria's walls, and he knows Daryl and, Carol crossed the borders. Then next shot, wherever, we basically get Daryl pulling out his knife inside, the jail cell where he has the Whisper held captive, and I'm assuming this is where he's honestly about to just kill him or whatever. Then the next couple of shots, we basically get, Gamma walking around inside the Whisper cabin until she stumbles across Alpha, who's giving her kind of a look of, where have you been or whatever, ooh, what's that or whatever. Then the next shot, we basically get, Gamma looking oddly enough very frightened of Alpha and anything, or very, kind of startled. She actually looks really scared. Then in the next shot, we basically get Carol with blood all over her and everything inside the cell, where I'm assuming this is after the Whisperer was killed, or is killed, because obviously she has blood on her and everything. She looks a bit distraught and everything, because obviously in the previous shot we did see Carol and I think she didn't have any blood on her. Now she has blood on her, so I'm assuming she did kill the Whisperer, or this could be blood of them, beating up the Whisperer and anything, or cutting off his fingers, because we did see a blade on his fingers a while ago, so this could be them torturing him. But I do assume that they are going to kill him in this episode, so this could be after his death. But in the next couple of shots, we do get an interesting couple of shots and anything, which is with Siddiq tending to Rosita and everything, and she does not look too good in my opinion, because in the most recent episode of The Walking Dead, episode 6 Bonds, we do I guess find out that Rosita is very, very sick, and she does have the same fever that everyone else has, and Siddiq's checking up on her and everything, because obviously, like I just said, she does not, definitely does not look too good at all. But in the next shot, we basically get, the prisoner, or the Whisperer prisoner inside Alexandria, inside the cell or wherever, he's kind of looking up, and I'm assuming, I think he might be praying or whatever, kind of closing his eyes, going, just get it over with, just kill me or whatever, because obviously, like I said, there's a high chance he's gonna die, or he might just be talking to Daryl or Carol. Carol might just be talking to him or whatever, and he's just, refusing, or he's just, like I said, praying. But then the next shot's Day at the, the Whisper border and everything, and Gamma and, Aaron are meeting up and everything. Now, I am kind of worried and everything, because obviously in the most, I think, episode 5 or 6 or whatever, most likely 5, Alpha talks to Gamma and everything about how the man with the metal arm, aka Aaron, could be useful. So I am scared that maybe Gamma is tricking Aaron or whatever, but I doubt that is the case and everything. And we do see Gamma walking away from Aaron, I'm assuming after a meeting that they had or whatever, just talking of, or Gamma giving Aaron something. But the next shot, we basically get Siddiq entering a room and everything, and this is kind of worrying actually, because we don't see Rosita in that bed, and that does look like the exact same bed that Rosita was in. So could this mean that Rosita does die in episode 7? I don't know, but it's definitely possible, considering that she did outlast her Pike death from season 9, so I feel like she definitely could die. So if this is the exact same bed, it's not looking too good for Rosita. But in the next shot, you see Gamma sitting alone inside the Whisperer camp or anything, unmasked with her Whisperer mask off, and I'm assuming she's kind of just sitting alone, possibly emotional or anything, considering that Alpha might have caught her with Aaron, but she's just sitting by herself or anything, and I guess it's kind of a cool shot. But in the next shot, you go back to basically Siddiq in the barn, which is obviously is probably gonna be the biggest part of this episode, besides Alpha and Gamma and Aaron. But Siddiq looks obviously very distraught, pretty much stunned and terrified and everything. He has blood all over his face, so I'm assuming also, since he does look distraught, looking off in a direction, I'm assuming he is watching a execution happen, because obviously he has blood all over his face and everything. He's looks kind of direction, so I'm assuming he's staring at an execution, because in the next shot, in the last shot of the trailer, we basically get blood pouring all over kind of dirt and everything, with some hay on it. So I'm assuming this is inside the barn, and Siddiq just watched an execution happen, because obviously he's watching everything and then blood just pours out all over the floor. So I'm assuming this is just as an execution is happening inside the barn. So that was the entire trailer and everything, and that was the episode 7 of season 10 of The Walking Dead trailer / promo. Now this trailer did show plenty of crazy things, such as Siddiq's absolute like, PTSD episode, probably like, some flashbacks to the barn. That was from episode 15. I'm very interested to see, what happens there, like if they will show the full thing or if we're just gonna get to see some more stuff from what happened that night. Also, the super bug that's going around Alexandria, or the super fever, super virus. I'm definitely interested to see where they go with that, especially with Rosita, who might die this episode and everything, like I said, because of that bed shot and everything, with her in it and then not in it. Also, I'm very interested to see what they do with, Gamma, Aaron, and then, Alpha, giving Gamma looking very scared. I'm definitely very interested to see where, their relationship goes with and everything and what happens to Gamma. But yeah, that was the trailer for episode 7 of season 10 of The Walking Dead. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure to leave a review if you guys listen to iTunes. Also, make sure to comment down below what you guys are most excited for this episode, and make sure to leave your comments down below. And yep, I'll see you guys later. Peace, my amigos, and peace out.